Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mirokhina and I'm from AmRest, an international restaurant operator. On the Russian market, we represent brands such as KFC and Pizza Hut. Our main office in Russia is in St. Petersburg. Today's talk is going to be on a Pizza Hut case study. Compared to the Pizza Hut restaurants in Moscow, restaurants here in St. Petersburg have a different positioning. It is what we call casual dining, or restaurants with table service. At the moment, we have 9 restaurants in different parts of the city. They serve food that you had a chance to see in Moscow, modern Italian food with a range of appetizers, but using a different approach. The case study I've mentioned relates to our loyalty program. I'll talk about how we implemented it, what goals we hope to achieve, and what the results were, and I'll share some observations with you. With the launch of the loyalty program, we had certain targets which had to be met. I guess any company is target-oriented when designing a loyalty program. Firstly, we needed it to be a communicational channel, which is basically a customer database to keep in touch with our customers. And in situations when the economy is not at its best, it had to be cost-effective. Another very important thing for us was having the ability to define our customer and understand his purchasing habits. Anyway, that's how we came to create a loyalty card on mobile phones. It's really an application. Every time our customers visit our restaurants, they use this app to check in on our system. This is when a Pizza Hut employee scans the customer's QR code, and then this customer receives loyalty points equivalent to 10% of the check. This is pretty standard format. I'm sure many of you know what I'm talking about. What motivates customers is that these points can later be used to order something from the menu. The application also provides for the latest news on special offers and a map of our branches. We used an algorithm to sort out the news so that our clients can first see the news that they've previously searched for. According to our research, in 85% of cases, clients learn about the application from promo materials and from staff members. In 15% of cases, from their friends' recommendations, word of mouth, and from social networks. The loyalty program has been in operation for only 2 months, and what's interesting is that in such short period of time, we have attracted quite a lot of customers. We've had more than 36,000 downloads in 2 months, and this number keeps growing at a rate of 500 downloads per day. You can look at the download dynamic. We expected to get a lot of interest shortly after launching the application, because it's been something new and catchy, but we were also prepared to see a decrease later on. At the moment, there are no signs of slowing down. Actually, what we have now is a raise. Launching this program helped us understand what type of customers use this application, which is of course important for restaurants. Now we know, for example, what age groups visit what restaurants. We can see 2 restaurants on this slide, one with the highest footfall and one with the highest level of application promotion. And you can see that they have completely different types of customers. This is the statistics we use to analyze and develop our future marketing activity for hosting some local events in the branches. Right after the application was launched, we had quite good results. Out of 10% of all transactions, 20% were made through the downloaded application. It's been 2 months, and now we are talking about 33%. And as you can see on the graph, it's going up, which means that the program keeps on working. Another thing that should be mentioned is the efficiency of the program, which was essential right from the design stage. Unlike our discount card program, where we give 10% discount cards to all our guests, and we lose 10% of our profit as a result, the loyalty program increases our profit 8 times. From what we've seen so far, only 15% of points are redeemed, which means most of our customers like saving points. So this makes the loyalty program much more profitable and efficient than our discount system. At the same time, we can be in control of our customers' requests, whether they want to spend their points or keep on saving them by introducing more expensive and valuable rewards, or vice versa, offering rewards from the mid-price segment, which would actually be more lucrative for us. I'd like to move on to speak about marketing activity. I'll show you what we have already put into practice and what has proven to be quite efficient. Our goals are to start up targeted offers based on quite detailed customer segmentation, and also handle customer outflow, analyzing and measuring the efficiency of these offers. Let's get into more detail of what happens when a customer comes to a Pizza Hut restaurant. Out of 100 guests that come through the door, 73 don't download the application and 27 download it onto their phones. So then we work with these 27 customers. Now, 87% of them are not our regular customers. They could just be rare visitors, or they could have come to our restaurant by chance and have just happened to download our application. Our main job here is to encourage these inactive clients to come back. 13% are our regular clients who came to us and downloaded the application, and our job is to increase the number of their transactions. In other words, we constantly have to think of different motives to trigger them to come more often. It looks like this. If you look at this column here, these are our guests who came in February and downloaded the application. And these 13% here represent our active customers. So anytime we can keep track of every customer who came to a restaurant and downloaded our application. And we can watch this growth, and it will show us all our active customers who will keep coming back and continue being our regular customers. Now I'd like to tell you how we work with our inactive clients. I'll talk about just one of our special offers. We use data from the application, like how often customers visit our restaurants and how many points they have, and we choose at random some of those who hadn't been to our restaurant for over a month and then send each of them a personal reward according to their preferences. This showed a 12% return, which is quite good. It also showed quite a good level of efficiency in terms of revenue. And of course, we have special offers for our regular customers, for those 13%. For instance, here you can see customers who have been to our restaurants more than 3 times since February. To these clients, we also sent rewards, which they had to redeem in a restaurant. And this brought us a 50% return and some additional revenue. We also have this service where we send automatic birthday greetings. At the moment, we have 503 of those who have been sent the greetings and birthday rewards. We had a 24% return on this offer, which is great, because the average check for a birthday dinner is twice as much as compared to the usual bill. What is more important for us is what our guests think of our brand on such an important occasion, which means this is an investment in their long-time loyalty. One more goal for us is to promote our brand on social networks. Our Vkontakte page is very important for our brand, and we work with it a lot. We gathered and analyzed the information about the efficiency of the network for quite a long time. We wanted to see whether it works and whether our group members become our customers. After having done some research, we can say that they really are our true customers, and in general, they're quite loyal to our brand. We interact with them a lot by running competitions, and they're very responsive. When designing the program, it was very important for us to be able to promote it on social networks, so these networks could bring us new customers to work with. We now have a referral program where people can recommend us on social networks and get points. As of now, 2,000 social networks users have posted information about our application. And from each of those posts, we've had 4 downloads, which means more than 8,500 downloads in 2 months just from that social network. On top of this, our Vkontakte page has doubled the number of its members in 2 months. That was due to those users who joined the page by clicking the button on the application, and this brought them extra points. Another goal was to come up with a feedback communication channel and involve staff in promoting the application. We use the feedback from our guests to improve the quality of service in our restaurants, to draw out possible problems, and to engage staff in promotion, which basically matches our corporate culture, where we try to engage every party in the process. After the QR code has been scanned in one of our restaurants, our guests are offered a small questionnaire where they can evaluate the quality of the restaurant service, choosing from a rating scale from 1 to 5 stars, with the option of leaving a comment. If it's a bad review, such as a 2-star one, or a customer leaves a negative but constructive comment, then the manager of the restaurant gets a message, which means that they can deal with conflict situations almost straight away. Later we can get in touch with this client and maybe offer them an apology reward or extra points, so we can win them back. Our managers can also call and thank a customer for an especially good review. And of course, us being a chain means that the evaluation of the quality of our service is very important. Thanks to many of our customers' reviews, we now know that we have restaurants that are in good standing and that there are few which need to improve their service. This is valuable information that helps us keep up on top of quality control. We've also started a survey where our customers can fill in on our application in return for some extra points. We got some good feedback for this one. We managed to get 500 replies in 2 days. The NPS index of our Pizza Hut restaurant stands at 47%, and the NPS of our loyalty program mobile application is at 59%. It's a very good score, and it shows that our guests really like our application even more than our restaurant. Now, a few words about motivating staff. Every member of staff has their own employee ID number, and when they scan the QR code on the customer's application, this is recorded in our system. This is how we are able to form an internal rating of our waiters. Every member of staff gets points for persuading customers to download the application or when a customer uses it in the restaurant for the first time. So we not only have waiters competing for extra points, but also we have competitions between different branches. Usually it's done in 3 ways. Every week we choose the best waiter. Every month and every 3 months we choose the best restaurant. This way we engage our staff at all levels, and they like working with this loyalty program. Finally, the most important part of the loyalty program, business-wise, is in its influence on the number of transactions and on our income. A little bit more on that one. The most important question is if the application makes customers visit our restaurants more often. Let's get back to a graph we've already seen on customers who came to Pizza Hut in February. Here we have customers who haven't downloaded the application, and there are those 6,500 guests who downloaded it and have used it at least once. We've been monitoring the activity, and 87% of them aren't our regular visitors, but 13% are the most loyal customers. So, have those users started to come more often? According to what they say, yes, they have. 51% of them admitted that. Moreover, our statistics support their words. We also observe their behavior in March and April. You can see in the first graph that the number of transactions increased, and so did our revenue in general, as seen in the second graph. On the whole, we've proven that the average customer check from someone who uses the application is bigger than from those who don't. To sum up, I can say that we of course had specific objectives, KPIs, and we did some strategic forecasts when designing this loyalty program. The result of using combinations of approaches is that our key figures are higher than we planned. Our loyalty program is obviously beneficial. It's 8 times more cost-effective than our discount card program. Our customer database at the moment includes 4,000 clients in every restaurant of the chain. And I think that by the end of this year, we will have put together a very large and very efficient database. The increased visit frequency, which I showed you before, is due to our targeted special offers and promotions, coupled with personalized offers with quite good returns. It's also because of promotion on social networks and an effective feedback channel. And what is more important is that our customers like our application and they like using it. We receive really good feedback from our guests. Our customers are very young. And in general, we closely correspond to their lifestyle and their devotion to mobile technologies. We are happy to make them happy. If you have questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you for your time.